President Trump is tweeting from Air Force One tonight as he heads home from his groundbreaking summit with North Korea's Kim Jong Un. Mr. Trump says great progress was made on the denuclearization of North Korea. Late today, Kim said if the U.S. takes real action to build trust, North Korea will take additional goodwill measures. Before leaving Singapore, Mr. Trump had a message for Kim.
Chairman Kim has before him an opportunity like no other to be remembered as the leader who ushered in a glorious new era of security and prosperity for his people.
Major Garrett covered the summit start to finish. Major.
Aboard Air Force One, President Trump offered some fresh Twitter commentary on the summit, writing he, quote, got along great with Kim Jong Un, who wants to see wonderful things for his country. That belief that Kim is different and will act differently fuels the president's seemingly boundless post-summit optimism. A jubilant President Trump boarded Air Force One today for Washington, leaving Singapore with what he said was an historic new relationship with North Korea and a commitment from dictator Kim Jong Un to eventually give up nuclear weapons. In roughly 5 hours, the leaders shook hands at least 8 different times, gestures that conveyed new friendliness while elevating secretive and repressive North Korea on the world stage.
A lot of goodwill went into this, a lot of work.
The two men signed a joint statement that called for better relations, peace between the two Koreas, and denuclearization.
Mr. President, the joint statement does not talk about verifiable or irreversible denuclearization.
Yeah.
Is that a concession on the part of the United States?
No, not at all, because if you look at it, I mean, it said we are going to, let's say here, it will be gone. I don't think you can be any more plain than what we're asking.
The president said inspectors will verify North Korean compliance, and Secretary of State Mike Pompeo will lead the negotiations over the details of the process to dismantle the weapons program.
So, Mike, our whole team has to get to work and get it completed, because otherwise we've done a good job, but if you don't get the ball over the goal line, it doesn't mean enough, okay?
Mr. Trump also announced an end to joint U.S.-South Korea military exercises, a goal long sought by North Korea. The move surprised many at the Pentagon and in Seoul.
We'll be saving a tremendous amount of money. Plus, I think it's very provocative.
The summit was a spectacle, with Kim even comparing it to a science fiction movie.
In a meeting to remake history.
And Mr. Trump showed Kim this video showcasing a glowing new North Korean economic future. The president said North Korea had beautiful beaches ready for condominium development.
Think of it from a real estate perspective. You have South Korea, you have China, and they own the land in the middle. How bad is that, right?
Last year, the president called North Korea, with its abysmal human rights record, wicked and depraved. Today, he said he trusts the dynastic young dictator after just one face-to-face meeting.
He's smart, loves his people, he loves his country, he wants a lot of good things, and that's why he's doing this.
Major, this joint statement also addressed the remains of Americans missing in action or held as prisoners of war during the Korean War. This was so important to so many families. What did it say?
Yeah, the president said he heard a lot about it during the campaign trail, and what the two countries have committed to is recovering and repatriating those remains. Jeff, about 5,300 Americans estimated to still be in North Korea after the Korean War, some 65 years later, many in mass graves. This had been worked on before, but was stalled when North Korea did not live up to its pledges on denuclearization. So you can assume that those two issues, repatriation and denuclearization, will be merged yet again.
Major Garrett, thanks very much.